Hi, I'm Michelle Manning, a teaching and learning coordinator with Cami. I'm a retired teacher with over 30 years of classroom experience, and I'm so excited to share with you today 3 strategies for annotation engagement in Cami. Classrooms have changed. When you print out a piece of paper, a note sheet, a textbook, it's not accessible. So with Cami, we have tools that can help make your learning accessible, visible, and meaningful. The 3 strategies that I want to share with you today is the comment tool. Teachers or students can use this to provide multimodal feedback on any file. You can take any file, a Google Doc, Google Slides, Canva presentation, and open it in Cami so that it is accessible. You can provide text comments, audio, or video comments. Then I'm going to show you how adding YouTube videos is an excellent strategy to use Cami, and our question tool. I'm going to show you a new way, a way that you probably haven't thought to use the question tool. So let's jump into this activity. So I had this Google Doc that I uploaded. On the left is the comment tool where you can see our text comment, voice comment, video comment, or screen capture tool. That one's my favorite. We'll get to that in a minute. So first I'm going to show you this video comment. Here is a video comment that I already recorded. Good morning, students. Today I want you to read the page on the water cycle and then answer the questions. So this is a great way to give directions, explain the content so that the students have the directions again and again, and they don't have to be embarrassed to raise their hand. So if they were absent or if they're in stations and they forgot the directions, that video comment is a great resource. You could also flip your classroom. Show them the demonstration of the water cycle with the heat lamp and the ice cubes. Record any video, or have your students record a video to explain their understanding of the content or ask a question. So I love the video comment. We can also use our text comment. So here I have the text comment where I wrote the directions in the margin, saving space on the page, but we can make it accessible. The students could have the
Label the
directions
parts
read
of the
to
water
them,
cycle. Drag and
or have it translated into 200 different languages. So look at how accessible those directions are now for your students. This is also great if your students wanted to peer edit each other's work. Instead of on a Google Doc where they could delete or change each other's work, have them open their work in Cami, share it with the classroom, and they can now safely peer edit. You could also use the text comment tool to drop a link to a YouTube video. So now it's in the margin, and again, the students can rewind, use closed caption, change the speed, and watch it again and again if they need additional resources. But my favorite is down here for math, using that screen capture tool. I already have a video here, but I'm going to demonstrate how to do this. So comment, screen capture. I'll click on the screen. Then it's going to ask me which tab I want to record, or which window, or my entire screen. I want to demonstrate this paper right here, 3 strategies, the webinar page. So I'm going to share, and now it's recording me, but I could turn off my camera if I want, and come over here and grab the pen. Let's use red because I'm the teacher. Okay, students, today, first we have to rearrange that fraction. We want common denominator, so we're going to change that to 9 and 10/10 and subtract. So you can go ahead and record every step of the process so that the students have an example of how to solve. Of course, we want them to go ahead and reduce that, but you get the idea. And now your supporters at home who say, that's not how we did math when I was in school. Now the supporters at home have a demonstration of how to solve the math, and the students have a reference to refer back to. But even more powerful is that your students can record their work. So instead of just calling on one student to see if they know the right answer, You can now call on your whole class to see their understanding. Or if they're doing their homework and they say, I didn't get it, I got stuck, and they return with a blank piece of paper, have them record what they did. Where did they get stuck? What did they understand? So, more powerful communication and insights for you. So, I love that comment tool for annotating. Now, here I mentioned adding a YouTube video in a text comment, but you can also use our Add Media tool and add a YouTube video and drop it right here on the page. So if you're showing a video in the front of the classroom, the student that's in the back of the room or distracted or next to the window and watching the students outside at recess, you can now drop that YouTube video right on the page so that they can take ownership of their learning and control the volume, the speed, closed caption of the video. Very powerful for the students. And again, a great opportunity to flip your classroom or station work. And the third tool that I mentioned that I wanted to show you is here, the question tool. Now, our question tool will read the page and generate questions. It will also digitize any questions that are already on the page. But what I like to do is create my own. Anything that involves labeling, I could make it a drag and drop activity where they can grab the text box and label, but I want this to be self-grading. So what I did was I made a drop-down question and I displayed it on the page and had show answer option only. So when the students come to complete the activity, it's now a drop-down activity. So you can easily scaffold or differentiate your lesson for the different students in your class. And yes, I mentioned self-grading because Kami has class view. So I can come over here and quickly skim across and see my students' work. I can also come up to answers and summary view. So now I'm not going to stand in front of the class and read off the answers. One is precipitation, two is condensation. Instead, my class time is now more intentional because I will reteach any of the skills that they need with that class time instead of just calling out answers. So, a very powerful tool for you and your students. So on this file that I'm going to share with you, the link will be below. I have here all of the resources that I shared on the comment tool, our Add Media tool, and our Question AI tool. If you want to learn more about Kami, feel free to click this link and take our 2 asynchronous, free, self-paced classes to learn all about Kami. You can also apply to become a Kami hero or join our educator community. Also, be sure to follow up on social media at Kami app on all of the social media platforms. Thank you so much for joining me, and be sure to stick around to watch the other videos on some back to school tips and tricks.